Hello everyone, this is Clossi, and today I have a Go talk about attack and defense. So, as you all know, maybe not all of you know, but on live stream, I've been working on defending my weak groups more and trying to attack less because I've been attacking too much and getting myself killed, getting my groups killed, or not gaining enough from the attack. So I've been really working on attack and defense, more of the defense than the attack. But in the effort to do that, I've been studying pro games, and I've been looking at a lot of Haley's old games, and you can actually search that yourself. Just look up like Haley's World of Gobadook, I think. It's hajin.nl/games.php, I don't know. It's really weird. Just look up Haley's database, or Haley's Go database, or Haley's Go games, and you should be able to find it. I found it pretty easily. It's a website. I can show you guys what it looks like right here. This is just a website with all of her games, and I've been going and the YouTube videos. So all of it is on her YouTube channel, but someone compiled it into an SGF format. And I prefer that because I don't want to spend an hour on each game. I just want to replay it, learn something from it, then replay another one, and just go through as many as I can. I've gone through a few already, and I've replayed them on a real board and tried to learn something from them, and I've noticed some attack and defense patterns that I could use in my games. And then I tried it out, and I think I've improved my attack and defense. Now, I won't say I've made like leaps and bounds because I'm still learning, and I've only played it a few games. So I wanted to say I improved leaps and bounds, but I could potentially improve a lot over time by utilizing what I learned from these games, and I think I learned quite a bit. And from what I learned, I wanted to share with you guys. So what I learned was basically she attacked at one of 3 times, if I'm not mistaken. This is what I took from it. I may be right, I may be wrong, I don't know. This is just what I took from it. And when she attacked, she usually had one of 3 goals in mind. One was defend herself. So yes, you still defend your weak groups and make good shape, and do that kind of stuff. So you still want to defend yourself, but she was able to utilize weakness or attack weakness to defend herself, and that was her profit. Because remember, you want to attack for profit, not to kill. You don't want to kill. Killing's bad, usually. Usually. I won't say that completely, but killing's usually bad. You want to attack for profit, because killing's really hard. So her profit some of the times was defending her weak groups and attacking to defend her weak groups, and so utilizing weakness to defend her weak groups. And so I've been doing that, and I've been finding defending myself much easier because I've been utilizing weakness to defend myself. Now, I'll say from other people telling me about my games and what they took from my games, I could have done it better, and I could have done it in more effective ways, but the ideal still stands that I am doing a little bit better defense because I'm defending myself by utilizing my opponent's weakness. So that's one of the 3 things. Another one is attack to gain points, which sounds obvious, but many players try to attack, gain thickness, and then make points in Gote, and if it's not some really, really big area, it's usually not worth it. But it doesn't mean attacking to gain points locally isn't valuable. So in the Clossi approach, I talk about surrounding your opponent. And you should surround your opponent, it's really good, but you need to surround with a purpose. You need to surround with a goal. It's just surrounding is the go-to strategy, which is normally the easiest way to do it. But what happens when you have 2 ways to surround? Should you surround left side or should you surround right side? Should you push the group left or should you push the group right? You can surround both ways, and here's where we get into profit for points. So when you surround it and attack it and push it to attack for points, you make good, solid, actual points. Points that are real territory. What I mean by that is points that won't be taken away later, or points that can be reduced or invaded later. So yes, it's good to build thickness, but if the thickness is facing a bunch of your opponent's stones, so the thickness is kind of like dame, then there's no point to the thickness. If you're not going to use the thickness to invade or to attack or something like that, if you don't have a purpose for the thickness, then thickness isn't as good as just making points. So yes, attacking and gaining thickness is basically points, but that's just like gaining and using that thickness to invade, which we're going to get to next. So attacking and making actual points. So making point profit. So there's the attacking and making and getting defense as your defense as your profit. There's attacking and getting points as your profit. And then there's the third thing, which is attacking and stealing points as your profit. So in this case, you would see more of an example of building thickness and using that to invade, or using weakness to invade and destroy points, and then using that to live as well, which comes back to the defense thing. Or using weakness to push in further than you should or normally would expect to in order to destroy more points. So using weakness to steal or take or destroy points. So I thought of those 3 things, and I've been trying to really focus on that and really fine-tune my attack and defense. So when I'm defending, I see the basic moves still, and then I also look for some weakness to try and defend to make it easier to defend by utilizing that weakness and see what I can do with that. And it's kind of improved my defense. I wouldn't say it's improved it drastically, but it's been helpful to know. And then whenever I had a weak group to attack and I knew to attack, instead of just unsettling its surrounding, I tried to think of what was my profit. What is my profit going to be? Am I going to be gaining thickness to evade, or am I going to be invading or destroying points, or am I going to be building points? And that really helped me fine-tune my basics for attacks. And when I started thinking of it that way, it also helped me have a reason for attacking, and it kind of helped me figure out when I should stop attacking. And what I mean by that is I had a game where there was a weak group that I could have kept pushing its surrounding, but I didn't know what I was going to get, and I didn't have a weak group around because both my groups on both sides were settled. I didn't have a weak group, and center was Dami at the time, and there wasn't any reason to attack that. So instead, I saved it for later, and it ended up really helping me later because I saved my opponent's weakness and utilized that weakness later to defend myself when I was attacking something else. Or I used it to attack two sides at the same time, so my group was okay. And the point was I used it later in the game for defense. So when the attack became unclear of which one of those three could I do, I actually backed off and let the weakness stay there. And I didn't fix it. I didn't force myself to get something immediately. I didn't fix it immediately, or force it to fix itself immediately. I kind of just let my opponent have that weakness, and then went and played the rest of the board until I figured out what I could use that weakness for. And that, I think, also helped me. So the fact was, I didn't know if I should defend myself, take points, or make points yet. So I left it and came back to it later, and it also helped. So, I don't know. I thought those 3 steps helped my attack and defense a bit, and I thought you guys might be interested to hear that. So I made a Clossi talk about it, or a Go talk. And I thought you guys would be interested to hear that. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. Again, the 3 steps are gaining defense by attacking, destroying points by attacking, and gaining points by attacking. So yeah, that's the 3 things I've learned so far by reviewing these games. You can learn some other shapes and maybe learn some Jusaikis or something, but review pro games and see what you can learn from it, but go in with purpose and try to focus on what you want to learn. I wanted to learn some defensive strategies, which also expanded into attack and defense strategies. So go in with trying to learn something, and maybe you'll learn something. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you will find this as helpful as I have. I thought it was interesting, so I shared it with you guys. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.